For those of you that are new to this little corner of YouTube, a lot of you are probably wondering what happened that atheists ended up in two different camps about matters pertaining to religion, specifically Islam. There are, of course, lots of personalities involved with all that, but I'm not going to go into all of it because, frankly, it's irrelevant. We agree about wanting to reduce the role of religion in the world, so that isn't the problem. The root of the issue is that some people believe that the best way to reduce the influence of Islam is to present the worst people and acts committed in the name of their religion in order to motivate the masses to do something, who knows what, or to simply make defiant public displays or insults showing them that they're angry. Personally, I think that talking about why the tenets of their religion are wrong and anti-human, while vigorously defending a way of life that puts people over invisible deities, is the way to go. Listen to the next part closely, though, before you dismiss me as being a bleeding heart Care Bear. As I said in another video recently, I think that some countries have done a very poor job of defending their values in the face of ridiculous requests by some fundamentalist Muslim immigrants. I'm not talking about the voluntary Sharia courts in the UK either. I'm talking about things that would actually affect non-Muslims too, like requests to stop co-ed gym class in public schools, or proposed blasphemy laws. There should be a lot more going on than just saying no in these cases. There should be an effort to publicly explain to that segment of the Muslim community why these requests are contrary to our values, in order to reduce future tension and keep the same thing from being brought up 100 times. I'm not naive enough to think that they can all be reasoned with, but I'm aware enough of the differences between them, and know enough of them personally, to know that many can be. Oh, and in case it wasn't clear, before you submit that comment you're typing about me being an Islamophile again, let me just say that I believe that Islam is just as much a nonsense religion as any other. Oh, and you'll also want to get together with my Holocaust denier trolls and decide once and for all whether I'm a secret Muslim or a secret Jew. I'm no theologian, guys, but I'm pretty sure I can't be both. So that brings us back to what is effective and what is not. When I look around YouTube for stories from ex-Muslims about how they figured out that their religion was nonsense, I never see any that deconverted because someone drew a picture of their deity as a pig, or because someone ridiculed them and called their religion backward or filled with terrorists. People and the nature of faith just don't work like that, and everyone knows that, yet why do some people keep trying it? Now don't get me wrong, I don't have any particular problem with Draw Muhammad Day or any other similar display. If it gives you a feeling of solidarity or makes you happy to just feel like you're sticking it to religion, then that's fine. Just understand that it won't deconvert anyone or de-radicalize anyone. I also have no problem with making very blunt, politically incorrect statements about Islam, as long as they are accurate statements based on facts, not conspiracy theories that Alex Jones would be proud of. Muslims are taking over the world by stealth jihad. Actually, I find that statement hilarious, and yet sadly I've heard it many times spoken seriously. When some imam in a cave with a beard down to his ankles claims to represent all of Islam and makes statements like, "Women showing cleavage cause earthquakes," we laugh and laugh. When they say every week for decades that they're going to set the entire Western world ablaze, we say, "Yeah, right, you blowhard fundy." And then they say they're going to slowly take over the world via a cunning political process over the course of decades or centuries, with every Muslim carrying out their orders. Some YouTubers act like these guys are modern-day oracles all of a sudden, and actually believe their laughable propaganda. It just seems so bizarre to me. What makes anyone think that they have enough people on their side, or are organized enough to realistically pull that off, even if they did? But can't you see that it's already happening, Zonstar? Is that because they're now, what, a few percent of the population in the Western world, a small sub-percentage of which are fundamentalists, and very few Muslims to this day have significant political or economic power? You'll have to pardon me if I'm unimpressed with the stealth jihad so far. There's nothing special about Islam. If the roles were reversed and Christianity was practiced mostly in third world countries, some percentage would be taking their holy text literally and stoning people to death too. I'm not going to buy a rifle and a helmet and hide in my house because some Muslims live in my neighborhood. I'm also not going to buy any conspiracy theories just because they're about an institution that I dislike, because that is not what skepticism is all about.